going over all the different weapon options that you can give to your Wanderer up to version 3.2, which ends today, and version 3.3 will start later today. So yeah, so it will not include the Tule Tola's Remembrance, which will be the signature weapon for Wanderer. Obviously, it's going to be his best in slot, so there's no comparison really, right? So we're just talking about what you already have, okay? So if you've been playing around, playing the game for a while now, you may have collected a variety of weapons like myself, as you can see on the screen. I don't have all of them, just so we're clear, but you will have at least a variety to choose from. So yeah, let's just start with what I think are his good 5-star options. So there is the Lost Prayers, which is from the standard banner or from losing 50/50 on the weapon banner. And this is okay, right? Like if you look at it, the passive is not bad and it does work for him and there's crit rate as well. I'm not really sure if he scales with crit rate or ascends with crit rate or crit damage. So depending on the situation, like if you have too much crit rate for him already, then maybe that may not work here. But you never know. Crit rate is okay. Like even if you get above 50%, like 60%, 70 is fine, right? Um, so we'll see, right? But at least if no one else is using these and you have it on hand, why not give it to him, right? At least it works for him. Another 5-star option, I will quickly pull out of here while it's still on the screen because it's gone already. So I don't have it anymore. But Yai Miko's weapon, I actually don't own it. That's why, as you saw, Yai Miko's weapon, the Kagura's Verity, is a crit damage substat and it has a passive that stacks up to 3 times. Because in Yai Miko's case, she can put out 3 turrets, right? So then that won't be the best for Hazel or because I don't think he can put out things and stack 3 times for his skill. However, at least for a crit damage substat and stat stick purposes, that could be a good weapon still, especially if you don't have Yaimiko or somehow you got an extra weapon or you don't have Yaimiko but you have her weapon. Then yeah, give it to your Wanderer. I was going to say Hazel because he's on the screen. But anyway, yeah, so those are the 5-star options. We want to focus only on the crit rate and crit damage ones. So another crit damage one that you can easily get from the Paimon shop every time it changes between the Royal series or the Blackcliff series is, of course, the Blackcliff Agate. Now, this passive is not sustainable because you have to fight basically mobs with 3 enemies to get the maximum passive stack. However, it's still a good stat stick nonetheless, so definitely you can placeholder it and give it to him as well. That's an option. Another option is the Witsith, which is an amazing weapon, again, a stat stick option. Now, all 3 of the passive options are random, may not apply to him. Like, attack is fine, right? Elemental damage is fine. Elemental mastery may or may not be as useful for him because he's not someone that seems to be making use of like lots of reactions because he's going to be needing to be on field. He's not going to be like a Venti or or a Kazuha or a Sucrose where you can like kind of throw their like anemo swirl down and then kind of switch them out kind of thing, right? So yeah, but it definitely could still work. Like Witsith's still gonna be a solid weapon. I will tell you that personally, if I'm lucky and I win the 50/50 tonight and I can get Scaramouche or Wanderer into my team, I'm just gonna give him the Witsith and take it off of my Hazel here. And Hazel can just downgrade to like my Blackcliff. No one's using it anyway, right? Now, the other options moving forward, if you have attack-focused weapons, they will be your next best option. So Jodoko Tails, this is really old though. So from 1.6, it was an event weapon. So this is basically a weaker version of the Solar Pearl or the Lost Prayers. So this is an option as well if you don't have crit focused weapons. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Solar Pearl. This is a Battle Pass weapon, and only for players that are willing to pay for the Battle Pass. Then the Solar Pearl is definitely not a bad weapon to have if you have no other option to give him as the aforementioned one. Again, you have to balance your crit rate or crit damage situation, but yeah, definitely this is not a bad option for the passive as well. Other attack-focused ones, let me just quickly scroll through here. Oathsworn Eye is another event weapon from Yalan's patch from a while ago back. I think it was 2.6 or something. So this is okay, and the passive is more for energy, for getting more energy back so that you can then do your burst more. So again, this is not going to be the best option again. We're talking about like mid-tier or lower tier now. If you don't have any of the crit rate or crit damage weapons for your Wanderer, then yeah, this is better than nothing, right? Yeah, attack, right? Because then I think and then there's a Frostbear, which you can actually craft. Now, this is not a great weapon, I'm going to be very honest. Not many people have crafted this even. I've already went above and beyond by going to R5, but I didn't level it up all the way yet. But as you can see, it's okay. It's not going to be the best for him. It's a good placeholder. It looks nice, but like, yeah, I don't think most players are using any of the Dragon Spine craftables, but it is there as an option as well. I don't recommend the new Sumeru craftable, which I don't have yet, because it decreases attack as well. So anyway, and then when it comes to elemental mastery and energy recharge, I'm just going to kind of say them in general, like that they're not necessarily going to be his best bet. Like again, we talked about elemental mastery kind of, where like he may not be a swirler for anemo where he would combine a lot of reactions for you. Definitely he'll have some swirling aspect just because of anemo itself has a swirling aspect to it, right? But I don't think it's the main thing. But yeah, definitely you could do it that way. If you have nothing better, then yes, elemental mastery and energy recharge weapons are going to be good in that sense, because energy recharge, at the very least, you can just give it to him, and hope that he can get his burst back up more often for more damage. So anyway, Catalyst doesn't have that many options, to be very honest, so there aren't that many to go through. So yeah, your best options, again, for 5-star, of course, aside from his signature, are going to be the Lost Prayers and the Kagura's Verity, because those are the only 5-star catalysts that are technically available in the game, right? And then your 4-star options, you have a few, right? So you have your Blackcliff Agate, you have your Battle Pass Solar Pearl, you have your Wit Sith, right? And then your lower tier will be your Dodoko Tails and Oathsworn Eye. Those are event weapons, so if you are newer, you won't have those. And of course, then you have Frostbearer, and then even lower than that are your Elemental Mastery and your Energy Recharge options. But yeah, it's actually pretty straightforward to talk about it this way because there aren't that many catalysts in the game still. But yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you, and good luck to you if you're pulling for Wanderer and you're going to kit him out or whatnot, or if you're going to try to get his signature weapon. I will be skipping the signature weapon. I will just give him the Wit Sith if I'm lucky enough to get him. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully good luck to you guys all, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll talk about other things and other videos, and you'll see more from me as well.